In this video, we're going to talk about vendor requirements and the basic things that you have to have in place to get your product approved. First off, we've got the pitch page. This could also be referred to as a sales page. This is basically where you tell everything about the product, what they're going to get, what you're providing, what the content actually is covering, that kind of thing. And it's again just your sales page. It's a place where they can read everything. They have to have clear instructions about, or a clear description about what the product is that they're purchasing. It needs to be very clear about how much it's going to cost, whether it's a recurring payment, that kind of thing. And then they've got the buy button there as well. There's also a few other things that we need to have on the pitch page, like it needs to show 60-day money-back guarantee. That has to be visible for them to see. Then we have the thank you page. This page has really the delivery on it. So after they make the purchase, they're on your pitch page, right? And they click the button to order. They'll go to ClickBank's page. They'll fill out all the information. And then when they're done paying, ClickBank is going to send them to your thank you page. On that thank you page, you have to have a visible customer support email address, and that, you don't just create it as a link. It has to show the full email address. You have to have either the way that they can go ahead and download the product right then and there on the thank you page, or you have to have instructions on how they do that, like maybe they are going to receive an email from you within 2 hours or something like that. ClickBank kind of looks down on forcing them to opt into a list, so you want to steer away from that kind of delivery where they would have to opt into a list that would have an autoresponder that would then deliver the product. They really shy away from stuff like that, so chances are they won't approve you if you try to do that. So what you want to do really is right there on the thank you page, tell them thank you very much for purchasing. Here's the customer support email, and here is your product, and they can download it right there. With the thank you page too, I want to make one note. What you call the thank you page should not be thankyou.html because a lot of people will check that out. This is a page that is visible to everybody. You got to make sure that search engines don't index that thank you page. I'll show you how to do that later on. And you don't make it something that people can just guess, like thankyou.html. You need to give it a very kind of like an arbitrary name that has just been made up. And then again, you do something specific to the page so that search engines do not index it. And then after they make the purchase, ClickBank sends them there, and everything is fine and dandy. A valid support email. Not only do you need to show the email address on your thank you page, but that address needs to be something that is going to be answered within 24 hours. Hopefully even sooner than that. But that just means the customer needs to be able to get a hold of you and get a reply within 24 hours. You need to also have technical support pages for the product, using the product, how it is, how to go through it, some stuff like that. It doesn't have to be complicated. Obviously it depends on the complexity of the program or product itself, but you need to support it so that people know, have instructions what to do next and how to go about doing everything. Your products must abide by the law of your country and the law of the United States. So, what you might have to do a little bit of investigation there just to make sure if there's anything questionable. For the most part, it's not even going to be an issue. Your products cannot imply any endorsement whatsoever by ClickBank. And ClickBank is a lot of times referred to as CB, so if you hear that or see it, that's what we're talking about. That means you can't, they really are real careful with even using their name. The product cannot have the name ClickBank in it. You can use CB, but you can't have the name ClickBank in it. Your domain name cannot have the name ClickBank in it. Again, CB is okay, but you don't want to even come remotely close to trying to make the statement that ClickBank approves and or endorses your product. Grounds for immediate rejection right there. Okay, let's look at the vendor checklist of what we're going to be going through here, the process, so that we're ready to get our product submitted. Okay, first off, we need to have a digital product. It's already been discussed, and we need to have picked a format that's going to be compatible with most computer systems that would be downloading it. And the nice thing is, like I mentioned, with Adobe Acrobat Reader, with Flash Video, for example, you're selling a digital downloadable product, and it's through ClickBank, and they had to buy off of your website, right? So we know that the person buying it has internet access. So with the Acrobat Reader and Flash, the video player, we know that they at least have access to getting the latest versions of those. And they're both free, so that's generally the best route to go. If you're doing an audio only, like you could do an MP3, for example, all computers can play MP3, so no worries there. Your own domain name. ClickBank will not approve you if your website is a Blogger blog or if it's a WordPress blog, stuff like that. It has to be your own domain name. You need to get your pitch page and your thank you page ready. Any other pages that you might use for support. We'll talk about a couple of those here in a second. Instructions, for example, stuff like that. You need to have your customer support lined up and ready to go, whether you're going to be doing that yourself or you're going to hire that out. Have the email account created for that so that you know what you're using. And then you might consider having an affiliate page. Now, this page is going to have things like banners that can be used, email, autoresponder messages, stuff like that, that affiliates could come and basically just do like a copy and paste kind of thing to use to promote your product. Now, the reason that I say you have to be careful with that is because typically also on the affiliate page, we have your hop link, which is the link to order as an affiliate. Here's why you got to be careful with that. If somebody comes to your website and they are familiar with ClickBank and they actually have a ClickBank account and they want to purchase your product, let's say they come through an email or an advertisement that you did. Okay, so they come to your website, they're like, okay, I'd like to buy this product, and the product is $50. And they see on an affiliate page, they'll probably click on it, they'll get your ID, and then they will put in their own affiliate link and buy through that, effectively getting a 50% coupon because they're going to get that money back. Now, granted, you got to take that into account that it's going to happen because it is going to happen, but you want to be careful with making that blatant right there on the regular pitch page. What I recommend doing is that you have the affiliate page created, but it is only accessible on the thank you page. So once they have made the purchase, then on the thank you page they can see, oh, I can sign up as an affiliate and promote this product. Another reason why you want to be careful with having that right on the front page is because other affiliates that are going to possibly be interested in promoting the product for you, they won't really like that being there because they know that this kind of thing happens where somebody comes to the page and orders through their own affiliate link. And here's why affiliates don't like it. Let's say that they do advertising or they promote to their list and they try to get people to come and purchase the product from your product. They know that there's going to be people, if it's available, they know there will be people that will, even though they came there through their affiliate link, they'll simply go in, get the affiliate code, and punch in their own affiliate ID, and then redo it so that they'll get the credit for it. So the first, your genuine affiliate doesn't get the credit for it. The person buys it through their own link. Okay, so affiliates don't like that. That's another good reason to be careful with that and make sure that you put that affiliate information on the thank you page. So they have to go ahead and purchase. Then they go to the thank you page. They can download the product, and then they will see there, you can be an affiliate for this product, and they'll see all the banners and, you know, all that other kind of stuff. But basically that page is hidden to just the general public, only available to customers. And then you might consider also doing a vendor hop ad. This is just a simple little text kind of advertisement that you can put associate with that product. Reason for it really is just to make affiliates a little bit happier. They can just do a simple cut and paste. You want to make it as simple as possible for these people, so that you know, to promote your product, so that they're not going to have any kind of inhibition about promoting your product. So you make it as copy and paste friendly as possible, and then you'll get the most affiliates. Up next, we're going to talk about the ClickBank approval process, and I'll see you in the next video.